All right, I got a treat for you here. I'll tell you what, this right here is happening. Oh my God, you guys, I can't explain to you how happy this makes me feel. But this project is actually happening. It's kind of crazy how it's going down though. Like this, they were supposed to be coming tomorrow, eh? Yeah, tomorrow was the time. But I got a phone call and they're like, yeah, okay, well, we'll be there in about an hour and a half. I was like, what? An hour and a what? Yeah, here, I'll flip you around. You don't need to listen to me. Oh, you can smell the Douglas fir and the spruce. It smells like a museum. That's exactly what it smells like right now. Hey, how are you doing? I see someone popped on there. Good. All right, I'm also running this camera here too, so we're gonna get a double view. Let's see here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, there's something about this old wood. I mean, this building here, we saved a tremendous amount of it, but it's just long past its prime. Now what he's doing here, there's a roof section that's underneath there, and there's also some antique tin that's on there. So we pushed off that crib, which is the core of the grain elevator. And now he's gonna try and pull that out so we can save as much tin as possible. There should be some good planks there as well. Yeah, pretty awesome. I think we'll probably do maybe 2 lives today. Take a little break in the action. So there's definitely gonna be some waste disposal. Now I don't know, I don't want to get in there too close, but you can see the crossbars inside there, like inside the cribbing. Those crossbars, they're all corner bracing, and they're actually wrought iron. So we will save those eventually once we can get in there. But they go to this group out by Regina. Yeah, they bought a ton of them from us, like literally a ton. And they work them out and they make hammers out of them. So they got a forging outfit, and they I don't know, he's pretty awesome. He's retired, and he's just taking it full on. Can't think of the name right now, but he puts on classes and everything else. Like, it's pretty cool. Hoping maybe he'll make me a hammer here one day soon. Hey, Fort Francis, welcome, April. April Morrison. For some reason your name sounds familiar. Yeah, well, we're out here in Manitoba right now. Yeah, so if I hadn't said it already, my name is Troy. Welcome to the Den, Authentic Barnwood. We're into the sourcing, salvaging, reclaiming of antique wood. And here we are out at a grain elevator that was built in 1916. This is a project we started like 2 years ago, and it was a roller coaster of a ride. We saved a lot of wood, but now it's time to do the less desirable side. And that's to get rid of the waste that's just unsellable. And that's what we're doing right now, right here. Sorry if I'm yelling at you, it feels like I gotta yell. So how's the wind noise? Can someone let me know what that's like? I'm trying to hold my hand over everything and keep it so the wind blocked out, but can't promise you it works. Let's see. So we got a ton of snow out here, which is perfect. We're going to be doing some other live streams as well out here. Just hopefully the service hangs out for us, because where we live, it's kind of a luxury to have cell service. I know. We literally just got the internet like 3 years ago in our town. So I'd like to welcome everyone to our live. Try not to move too much. Let's see, we got Timmins, Ontario. Hey, welcome. Yeah, so this is some of the wood that we did save at one point and put on pallets. And it came out of this cribbing right here. This is actually the very bottom of a grain elevator. A wooden grain elevator. Oh, remember, hey, I was talking about the metal bars, those cross bracings that are inside. Here's a whole stack of them right here. And this here is wrought iron. You can tell that it's wrought iron. You can see right here. It's actually, it looks like it's kind of ripped. Yeah, so that's how you know that it's wrought iron. It won't snap, it'll just bend because it's malleable. Yeah, so that's what's holding this thing together, really, the corners. There she is. Yeah, there was 2 grain elevators here at one time. Actually, the one, well, if you go check out our YouTube channel, which I recommend you do, and hit subscribe, if you like this kind of stuff or you want to see what some guys are doing out on the prairies. But we have a whole playlist for this, actually. The elevators. I don't know, it was quite the thing to try and make a YouTube video and do all the editing. Oh gosh, it was crazy. And actually try and reclaim wood too at the same time. But we did our best, kind of put some stuff out there. I got more content to put out, but yes, this stuff's the rotten stuff. It's actually not quite rotten. I think what I would call it would be like saturated with moisture and petrified. So now, like when I say saturated with moisture, I mean that's the problem. It's had water so many times through it. The problem with this one was a lot of the tin, where you see some of the grain elevators, you see tin on the outside protecting the wood. Also, it protects it from fire, but the purpose served there. But basically these ones here, like this one in particular, looked like the 9/11 with the airplanes going through it. It had just like this huge hole at the top and a ton of tin missing, and that right there is the downfall of this whole unit. So what happened to the wood? It got petrified. So if you've ever heard of the story where barnwood is no good to work with, like as in woodworking, because it's so hard you can't pound a nail into it. Yeah, well, that's this stuff right here. We tried, we saved as much as we could, but you know, it kind of downgraded. We sold it as dunnage, the 2x4s for semis. We were selling, well, whoever wanted it, we were selling it, eh? But it's just past its prime. It's just unusable. I don't have to work today. Whoever's saying hope you work more than you talk. No, I'm not having to work right now. My work's done. This part here is the part that needs to be documented, because the guy doesn't do this every day, right? Like, this is a grain elevator from 1916. So there's not a lot of them left in Canada. I mean, there's a handful, of course, and there's private ones as well, but so if anyone can let me know what's it like for wind noise on here. You should see me. I got like my hands cupped around this phone like I'm begging for money from it. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to our live. We're in southern Manitoba. We got a really nice day. Like it was minus 30 yesterday. And today it's crazy. It's +1. That's Celsius. So I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but like just a nice fall jacket day basically. But we got a little bit of a breeze. What he's messing with right there, there's antique tin. That's the roof section off of this, and it's really cool. If he gets this out in time there, maybe the second live today, I'll show what this tin looks like. It's pretty cool. It's like, well, they're tin, solid tin, right? Old heavy gauge tin, but they actually are imprinted, so they're pressed at one time when they're manufactured. I would say probably, we figured in the 30s is when this went on. But they actually look like shingles, so they're kind of rare. It's kind of neat. Yeah. So next up on the list will be to burn this pile. Unfortunately, that's the best way, the only way to get rid of this stuff. I mean, even if it was hauled out to dump, it's just gonna burn it. So I'm really working towards a way to make use of this old wood waste. I mean, all of it, not just the stuff that makes like coffee tables and dining room tables and all these kinds of things that woodworkers make, but for the waste wood. Yeah, this thing was like 130 feet tall at one time. It's crazy. Right here, what you're looking at, a little bit of gray wood. This is the hopper bottom. So when the trucks would have came in, and actually like this thing would have been around when it was horse and carriage. So they would have came, they would have dumped the grain here, and it would have went up the leg and dispersed into those rectangles that you see here, which are the grain bins. Right, and you can kind of see what the bottom of a bin looks like if you've never seen the bottom of a grain elevator. Kind of like this. There's one nice beam in there still, hopefully we'll get. But you can see how like it is angled. So, you know, it's a hopper style bin. Yeah, so if you're out there watching right now, don't be afraid to hit like. Makes me smile. Yeah, something like this, a project like this, you almost need like a full-time camera crew. I'm the one man in a hammer show here. There you go. It's really hard to walk on this track and try and make it so I'm not moving around too much for you guys. Our goal is to get over to that camera right there. I want to shut that thing off. Plus, this could be the backside of a YouTube video, actually. The behind the scenes of a takedown. All right, we made her. Good. There we go. Hey, how is that wind noise? I'm so paranoid about that because I just hate watching anything that's got wind noise on it like that. You know, it's just all you hear is that garbage noise. He's doing good though. Pretty much. I don't want to get any closer there, obviously, but he's doing pretty good. you should be able to just scoot that whole roof section over here out of the way. All right. I've pretty much touched every single piece of that wood in that pile. Either myself or someone that was out here helping me. About the last time it's going to be touched right there. All right. How many 2x4s do you think are in there? For those of you who don't know, like that's all 2x4s stacked, one on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. And it went like that all the way up. In the bottom there was 2x6 for like the base, and that went up about 20 feet. And then the other, 80, 90 feet or so was all 2x4s, cribbed out like that. Unreal. Unreal the amount of 2x4s used in an old grain elevator. Yeah, possibly on that second live today, I'll get you a little closer view on some of that wood in there. It's really cool actually. It's called grain wash. So what happened with the grain from the crops going against the surface of the wood on the inside of the bins? Yeah, those they got this awesome contour. It's like sanded to 220, and it's just amazing because what the grain did was eat away at the softer tissues of the wood itself, and yeah, hence you get this kind of like, it looks like waves in the wood. It's really cool, especially around like knots or any other hard area of the wood. All right, you guys are coming in with me. You ready? Let's go find out what's going on. All right. Not much of a roof left.
No.
Well, we'll see. From where you are, you should be able to just and see what comes with it. I mean, if we don't get it, we don't get it, right? Like,
Yeah.
all I know is underneath there definitely is the tin. So, I'd like to save if I can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking you wanted.
Yeah.
I'll try lightly scratching that and maybe get some of the shit off the top and then just lay it there on there. See if there's something the person can drink out. Like, is that kind of see where it's framed there?
Yeah, this whole, like, it should be all framed from starting from right here.
Okay.
Like you can see the frame here. You might even be able to just like scoop under it and flip it right over, if that's possible. I mean, if we garbage it, we garbage it, right? Like, end of the day. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it works out.
I don't know, even if I can kind of get cornered over there and grab it in the corner, I guess. Might be better for it. Just seems like it's missing half the corner over there.
It could be, because I reclaimed like everything up to it, eh? So it's a smaller roof piece, but it should be as big as that, square. I just hit record when you like flipped that over. Like I just got on there, so we got her.
That's good.
All right, so there's the plan. I don't know if anyone heard that plan or not, but underneath here is some tin, because there's a roof section. What happened is, like, this wooden crib from a wooden grain elevator, we toppled it and it landed on its lid right here. So we're trying to see if there's any tin underneath there, because that tin's well, it's pretty valuable. I mean, it'll pay for this guy to be here for the day. That's what I need. Oh yeah, see, it lifted up there. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. Well, we'll see what happens. It's like artwork almost. See, that's like, I wonder if you can, like you were saying there, like push this stuff, like try and scrape some of this off, just grab it and walk back even, because like you can see the piece of tin there, like there's definitely, it's like ice fishing, it's a keeper. Yeah, this, if I could explain what the smell is like right now, I would say it's like walking in a museum. You know that smell where it's just old stale wood? That's the smell that you get right here, standing right here where I am. Alright. I'll get up on this side here. There we go. Oh yeah, I can totally see the floor piece under there. Well, roof section, which now kind of looks like a floor. Right where his bucket is, just below it. Right on, so he's just gonna scrape the top off and see what we can't find underneath. Yeah, I'm totally not supposed to be here today, you guys. We had this thing scheduled for tomorrow. Yeah, I told this story earlier, but for those of you that just jumped on here, they called me up, they're like, yeah, we'll be there in an hour. And I'm like, what? A what? I said, what, tomorrow? They said, no, in 1 hour. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, canceled everything. Here we are. Wouldn't want to miss this. I don't know, when you got a piece of equipment coming like there, you know, you want to try and make it all work for everybody. So, fortunately, I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was sending out some parts, antique parts out on Etsy. So I just kind of got my stuff all wrapped up and sent them out, and here we are. Welcome to Manitoba. See if I can't just show you guys what I was talking about, this grain wash. We gotta find the inside piece. right here. Let's see. I don't know if you can see this here, but we got, like, this is super smooth to the touch right now. All 2x4s. And here's that wrought iron right here. So these are corner braces, right? Just a hook. Just a hook on that side. Very primitive. Very primitive. Yeah, so when they make these grain elevators, or when they made them, all the 2x4s back behind me, like they're all stacked, one on top of another, right? And there's a 3-inch nail every 8 inches, 8 to 10 inches. There's a 3-inch spike hammered in there. So like, that's like, oh, can you imagine the sound of hammering? Like there'd be like 20 guys, 30 guys here, just hammering all day long. Oh, you never hear that now. Just hear Milwaukee and DeWalt drills. No, we'd consider this a waste of wood if we were to build something today, just stacking it one on top of another. Crazy. I know when we were doing this, taking this apart, we would find certain spots where there would be like 10, 12 nails, all just nailed one beside the other, beside the other, beside the other. What we figured it was some of the old guys taking a break, right? And because that foreman, all they wanted to hear was just hammering, right? They just wanted to hear people working all the time. So I could just see it now, the boss around the other side of the grain elevator, and 2 guys sitting there just making the sound of a hammering, just chatting about the weekend. Crazy. Yeah, but the amount of nails that are in here, oh my God, you guys. I have no idea. We were getting like, because we were taking this apart and we were knocking all the nails out. Like we had a whole truck box full of 5-gallon pails full. And each 5-gallon pail is about 70 pounds of nails. 70, 75 pounds of nails. So like, lots. And there's still lots out here. I know I did a live out here. We had some waste disposal. Actually, the video's coming out on Friday. So what's that, tomorrow? Yeah, the video's coming out on tomorrow. But we also did a live, and it was kind of behind the scenes of doing that YouTube video. But the service out here, I noticed watching it back, some of it, that every time I moved, like I lost you guys almost. And I know I had at one time 68 people on here. Yeah. And then poof. Service gone, everyone gone. I don't know. It's the only thing, like I can't take people out live to these kinds of things because I just don't have the service generally. We're in like nowhere land, right? No service land. If you can see back behind that wood pile, you can see the hydro pole. I'll go over there for you. The thing is, this is too close, basically. Too close to have a fire, too risky. So you gotta move all this stuff in and over. Oh, the heat coming off of this stuff would just, it's unreal. It's like something you've never felt before, but you can see how close that hydro line is, eh? So that's why we're doing this right now, or we would have just let her buck right there. But I mean, that thing was still probably 40 feet in the air, so the fire would have been way too big. right. Who do we got on there now? Let me know in the comments. I can read them. I can read them all. All right, for those that just jumped on, welcome to the den, authentic Barnwood. Hey, this is a perfect opportunity. Go check out my channel if you're into the sourcing, salvaging, and reclaiming of antique wood. It's kind of our jam. Kind of experimenting with all this old wood, finding out what uses there are, and it's just the most interesting people that I meet who are involved with this, whether it be someone that I'm contracting out, like this guy right here, or just customers. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's people out there that do want to make a difference, although it may be small. But I mean, the alternative to saving some of this wood is that it just goes in the garbage pile, and no one gets any use out of it. All right, for those of you that are on here right now, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're gonna do another live here later on today once we get this tin out there, and I can show you guys why we're being so careful with this certain spot. Yeah, the name's Troy, the Den Authentic Barnwood. See you soon.